Okay, thank you. Today, let's try to see on main verb. So, what is a main verb? A main verb is the action word in a sentence, and it tells us what someone or something does. Which means, in short, by the time that we are constructing sentence, it is impossible to construct or to make a meaningful sentence without having a main verb because it creates uh, fragment. It creates fragment. You see. So because of that reason, main verb is very important for our sentence. So a main verb is the most important verb in a sentence. It shows because it shows the main action or state of being of the subject. So every sentence must have a main verb. Okay. So main verbs can mainly number one show actions. For example, if you are running into a certain direction, so run is one main verb to express an action. If you are eating food, so it is a main verb that can use it to express an action. If you are reading a book, so reading is just a read is a main verb that can use to express an action. So main verb can also express a state. So these kinds of verbs are like, no, and same. So main verbs can work alone or with helping verbs. Okay, when you are making sentences, mainly main verbs are just being occurred in your sentence. But intermittently, you can also get these main verbs along with the auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. So these kinds of verbs are such as is, are, has, will, and can. And examples are just here. Number one, she runs every morning. So main verb runs. Okay, they are planning. They are playing football. So here, this is helping verb and this is main verb. So main verb playing, helping verb are. And now let's proceed to see the list of some common main verbs and their meanings. Verb eat, and its meaning is that to take food into the mouth. And read, and its meaning is to look at and understand written words. And then play. This is to take part in a game or activity. And next, write. So this is to write or form letters or words on paper. And then walk. It is to move with steps. And talk. This is to speak or have a conversation. And sing. This is to make musical sounds with the voice. And live. This is to have life or exist. And this is work. So its meaning is to do a job or task. And then run. This is to move quickly on foot. So these are the list of verbs, and here is their meaning. So you should have to study these common verbs, common main verbs, and you should have to try to use them in your day-to-day communication. So let's proceed to see on how to use a verb for singular and plural noun or subject in the present simple tense. Mainly in the present simple tense, the singular and the plural noun or subject. So a singular subject like that of he, she, and it, or one person or thing, add s or es to the verb, okay, to the base verb, and a plural subject such as the, he, you, more than one person or thing use the base form of the verb, or no need of to use suffixes like that of s, es, and ies. Examples. Here this column contain the list of verbs, and this shows singular subjects with sentences, and this column shows plural subjects. Okay, and it has colored with for singular verb. It has colored with the green color, and the plural subject has shaded or colored with the yellow color. So it's singular subject he, and the verb has s. Plural subject they, and the verb has not s. Read, verb read, singular subject she, and the verb has s. Plural subject we, the verb has not s. Play, singular subject, the verb has s. Plural subject, the verb has not s. Here, the boy, this is singular subject, and the verb has s. And the children, this is many in number, so the verb has not s. Writes, singular subject, the verb has s. And my friends, plural subject, the verb has not s. Walk, singular subject, the verb has s. And they, plural subject, the verb has not s. Talk, singular subject, the verb has s. We, plural subject, the verb has not s. Sing, singular subject, the verb has s. They, plural subject, the verb has not s. Live, singular subject, the verb has s. We, plural subject, the verb has not s. Work, singular subject, the verb has s. And they, plural subject, the verb hasn't s. Carry. Here, one thing that you should have to learn or know related to this is that the last letter for the word carry or for the verb carry is y. So this y should be changed into I. Then she carries a bag. They carry bags. Okay, here for singular subject there is IES, but here there is no change. The dog ran fast. The dogs run fast. Okay, the dog, one subject, runs. The verb has s. The dogs, many in number, so the verb has not s. The dogs run fast. So you should have to this again and again. You should have to study this again and again and practice to make meaningful sentence related to the verbs that I have shown you. Okay, here this one, very important. And note for verbs ending in y after a consonant like carry, change y to I and then add es for singular subject. He, she, eats. Carry, plural subject, carries, singular subject. For some verbs like go, do, watch, add es for singular subject. If you are making sentence using singular subjects with the verbs like that of go, do, and watch, you should have to add suffix es. Go, goes. And now let's try to see questions related to the main verb that we have seen above. Direction number one, choose the best option to the following question based on the given situation for each. Question number one and number two are done for you as an example. Situation A, late writing. So question number one is based on the late writing situation. She writes the letter. Which word tell us what she is doing? A, she, B, A, C, writes D later. So the answer is B. Situation B, game time. So question number two is based on the play on the game time. So they play football on Sundays. Which word shows the main action in the sentence? Is the B play, C football, D on. So the answer is C. Situation C, lunchtime. Question number three is based on lunchtime situation. So the children eat lunch at noon. Which word is the main verb that shows what the children do? A, children, B, eat, C, lunch, D, none. None, noon. Situation D, where do we live? Question number four is based on this situation. We live in Germany. What is the main verb? Okay, here the main verb. Okay, the main verb. Yeah, what we live in Germany. What is the main verb showing our place of living? A, we, B, in, C, live, D, Germany. And situation E, sing it loud. He sings loudly. Which word shows the main action he performs? A, he, B, beautifully, C, sings, D, none. Situation F, walks to school. Question number 6. She walks to school every day. Which word is the main action verb in the sentence? A. She. B. Walks. C. School. D. Day. Situation E. Reading time. I read books at night. Which word shows the main activity I do? A. Books. B. Read. C. Night. D. I. Situation H. On the job. My brother works at a bank. What is the main verb that tells his job activity? A. Brother. B. Bank. C. Walks. C. Works. D. Adds. And situation I. Loud and clear. The girls talk loudly. What words tells you what the girls do? A. Girls. B. Loudly. C. Talk. D. There. Situation J. Daily routine. They write emails every morning. Which word is the main verb showing the action they do? A. Emails. B. Morning. C. Write. D. Every. And so for questions from number 1 up to number 2, please give time and see or look it again and again, and then try to make your decision in terms of just providing the correct answer for the main verbs that you have listened or learned. Now let's proceed to direction Roman number 2. Complete the sentence with the correct forms of the verb and parentheses. Number 1, she usually blank open bracket eats close bracket lunch at 1 p.m. full stop. Number 2, I blank open bracket read the newspaper every morning full stop. Number 3, the children blank open bracket plays open close bracket football after school full stop. Number 4, he blank close bracket number 4, he blank open bracket write close bracket emails to his boss daily. Number 5, we blank open bracket walks close bracket to school every day full stop. Number 6, my friends and I often blank open bracket talk close bracket on the phone full stop. Question number 3, she blank open bracket things close bracket very well full stop. Number 8, they blank open bracket lives close bracket in a small village full stop. Number 9, my father blank open bracket work close bracket at a hospital. Number 10, he blank open bracket runs close bracket every morning before breakfast. So these are some of the questions related to the main verbs that you have learned. Please give time and then try to give the correct answer. Then by the next time I will come up with the answers for the questions that we have seen today. Thank you for staying with me.